Welcome back to On to Victory. This is such a great day after the weekend of football we've just experienced. Arsenal 3, Nottingham Forest 0. But as the fixtures go these days, I'm here to preview the Champions League game against Athletic Club. So welcome back to the channel, If you haven't already, please like the video, subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Today I'm just going to talk about, the Champions League game against Athletic Club. It's our first Champions League game of the season, and it's actually the first time we're playing Athletic Bilbao or Athletic Club. I don't know why they do that, they change the names, but that doesn't matter. But it's the first time we play this team in any competition in Europe in a competitive sense. So let's just dive into it. After the weekend, I want to see more of the same, against this team. The players look like they're starting to get into a rhythm, starting to play with a bit of belief. And, you're seeing players like Gyökeres starting to get more goals off the mark. Eze had a great performance. And Madueke coming in for Saka. He's hit a run of form, which, is remarkable to say the least. Do you know what I mean? So I expect more of the same. I don't want to see too many changes. I know we've got the squad depth to back it up, but I think we should just go with the same team we had on the weekend. However, saying that, we do have a big game against Manchester City on Sunday, so I might just retract that statement and go with, a lot of changes. I mean, last game we saw Declan Rice on the bench. I expect to see the same. Saliba's had a sprained ankle. He actually trained for the game against Nottingham Forest, but I believe, they still rested him for that game against Manchester City on Sunday. So I'm going to go with a quick predicted lineup. So in goal, I wonder whether he's going to play Kepa Arrizabalaga, only because, Kepa's a great keeper. And I don't know if it matters to Arteta about rotating keepers. I'm thinking back to Raya versus Ramsdale when he said he's there to rotate keepers, but we will see. If I was him, I would give Kepa a run out. Kepa's a more than capable enough keeper. On the right side, I will probably play Benjamin White for this game. Just give him a bit of a run out. Get his fitness back up. Jurriën Timber had a great performance once again against Nottingham Forest, but he's always prone to the little knock, the little injury, and I want to keep him fresh for the game on Sunday. As we know, Saliba's out, and I'm just wondering whether he would give Saliba some minutes to get some fitness back up and running, or is he just going to save him for Sunday at Man City. But if it's me, I'm going to go with Mosquera there. He's been playing excellently. He's very composed on the ball as well, so I'm going to go with Mosquera there. Right side, Gabriel, or can we even see Hincapié come into to a game like this, and rest our top dogs for the Man City game on Sunday? I understand that Hincapié didn't play because he came from South America with his international break. So can we see him make an appearance tomorrow? So that's one to look out for. On the left side, we've been playing Calafiori, but will this be a game where Miles Lewis-Skelly gets back into the fold? He hasn't been as great as he was last season. I didn't like his pre-season performances. Hopefully Miles Lewis-Skelly isn't getting found out, especially with that contact foul play he sort of does, where it works sometimes and, more often now it's starting to become a thing where the referee doesn't blow the whistle, it causes a counter-attack, and, we lose possession. Hopefully he can get a run out tomorrow, and, just start to get a run of games and hit some form, hopefully. In the midfield, I'm wondering whether he will rest Declan Rice. I think he should put Declan Rice back in the team. So I would go with Zubimendi, Declan Rice, and obviously Odegaard's injured with that shoulder that keeps niggling him every time he falls on it. So I'm going to go with Ethan Nwaneri. Ethan showed a lot of promise against Nottingham Forest. There's a lot of maturity to the way he's playing recently. He's starting to, fill out into his man body, let's say. And he's showing a lot of maturity in the press. And what I like about Ethan as well, he plays almost like a free role. He's playing the right. I see him. He switches over to the left as well. Feeds Eze. I think that's what we need in terms of a number 10, rather than just playing off the right side and keeping all the play down that way. It brings unpredictability and more dynamism in the way we attack. So I'm going to go with Wanyeri, and I think he's going to probably even score as well. Left side, I'm going to go Ebericha Eze. Let's keep the form running. Don't bring back Martinelli. Martinelli needs to hold the bench, you know what I'm saying? He needs to hold the bench right now and just get the fire in you again. You know what I mean? Hopefully there's a future for you at this club. To be honest, Martinelli doesn't do too bad in the Champions League. The way the teams play, they're a bit more open. It gives them a lot of space to run in behind. But I want to see more of what Eze can do, especially linking up with Gyökeres for the goal on Saturday. I just want to see a bit more of that partnership and see what they both can do. And on the right side, obviously, Noni Madueke. I mean, he's hit the ground running. He's on fire at Arsenal, and I think he's got a big point to prove. He wants to prove the doubters wrong. Who knows what happens when Saka gets back? It's a great topic to discuss, a great discussion to have, and a great thing to think about, in terms of who's in terms of squad places and, competition for places, So, key players to watch. I'm going to go with Victor Gyökeres. It's his first Champions League game for Arsenal. And we all know what he did in the Champions League last season. Also going to look at Mosquera. We've seen what he's done in pre-season, the Premier League. But, they all say the Champions League's the place where you show your talent to the world. And I think he'll be just fine. He's played in the Spanish League. Athletic Club, they finished fourth last season. They got players like Nico Williams, who we were going to sign, and Inaki Williams and Unai Simon or Simon. They got a great keeper there. Inaki Williams is quite fast, and he's direct with his pace. So we'll see how Mosquera deals with that. But I'm pretty confident. So for this game, I'm going with a 2-0 win. Our teams are strong. We're starting to hit a run of form. And when we get going. We start scoring goals. And we've only conceded 1 goal this season, and it's a free kick. So I want that to keep continuing, and I think that's going to keep continuing. It will be a difficult game, midweek, travel to Spain. The atmosphere should be mad over there, But I think we'll quieten that down and get the dub. You know what I'm saying? So they ain't got Nico Williams. He's out injured. So I think it'll be quite comfortable, Iñaki Williams got pace and that. But they're good on set pieces. But we got more than enough tools to deal with those sorts of threats. So what do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. This is On to Victory. I'm XB. And come on, you Gunners.